Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Sorry I wasn't here earlier. I've been sick, and so I've been sleeping a lot. Um, at any rate, I'm here now. So, I do have a comment of the week for you. Comes from Does Science Confirm the Bible? And this week's comment of the week comes from Wist. Question: Does science confirm the Bible? Answer: No. Question: Does Ken Ham have all the answers? Answer: No. Okay, I am back to sleeping heavily to hopefully feel better tomorrow. Feel better, Wist. I think I think a lot of people are in the same boat. All right, going on to Nehemiah 3-4. Um, Eliashib, hang on. I forgot to share. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it didn't share before, but anyway, computers. What can you do? Can't live with them, can't live without them. All right, moving on. Eliashib the high priest and his fellow priests went to work and rebuilt the sheep gate. They dedicated it and set its stores in place, building as far as the Tower of the Hundred, which they dedicated, and as far as the Tower of Hananel. The men of Jericho built the adjoining section, and Zakur, son of Imri, built next to them. The fish gate was built by the sons of Hassenaah. They laid its beams and put its doors and bolts and bars in place. Meremoth, son of Uriah, son of Hakaz, repaired the next section. Next to him, Meshullam, son of Berechiah, son of Meshezabel, made repairs. Next to him, Zadok, son of Bana, also made repairs. The next section was repaired by the men of Tekoa, but their nobles would not put their shoulders to the work under their supervisors. The Shoshana gate was repaired by Joiada, son of Besiah, and Meshullam, son of Bezodiah. They laid its beams and put its doors with their bolts and bars in place. Next to them, repairs were made by men from Gibeon and Mizpah, Melatiah of Gibeon and Jadon of Meronoth, places under the authority of the governor of Trans-Euphrates. Uziel, son of Harhiah, one of the goldsmiths, repaired the next section, and Hananiah, one of the perfume makers, made repairs to next to that. They restored Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. Raphiah, son of Hur, ruler of the half district of Jerusalem, repaired the next section. Adjoining this, Jediah, son of Harumaph, made repairs opposite his house, and Hattush, son of Hashabniah, made repairs next to him. Okay. Um, Maybe I'm just missing something here, but why should we give a shit who's repairing the wall? I mean, seriously. Nehemiah could have said, the wall's being rebuilt. Okay, enough said. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about a wall being rebuilt. Come on. Um, I don't know why um, they have to go into detail on this. Um, but anyway, that's what they're doing. So unfortunately, I got to read through all this shit. Like I said, maybe I'm just missing something. Malchijah, son of Haram, and Hashab, son of Pahath Moab, repaired another section, and the Tower of the Ovens. Shallum, son of Halohesh, ruler of half district of Jerusalem, repaired the next section with the help of his daughters. The Valley Gate was repaired by Hanan and the residents of Zanoah. They rebuilt it and put its doors with their bolts and bars in place. They also repaired 1,000 cubits of the wall as far as the dung gate. The dung gate was repaired by Malchijah, son of Rechab, ruler of the district of Beth Hakarim. He rebuilt it and its doors with bolts and bars in their place. The fountain gate was repaired by Shallum, son of Kolhoza, ruler of district of Mizpah. He rebuilt it, roofing it over and putting its doors and bolts in place. He also repaired the wall of the pool of Siloam by the king's garden as far as the steps going down from the city of David. Beyond him, Nehemiah, son of Asbek, ruler of the half district of Bezir, made repairs up to a point opposite the tombs of David as far as the artificial pool in the house of the heroes. Next to him, the repairs were made by the Levites under Rehum, son of Bani. Beside him, Hashabiah, ruler half district of Keilah, carried out repairs for his district. Next to him, the repairs were made by their fellow Levites under Binui, son of Henadad, ruler of the other half district of Keilah. Next to him, Ezer, son of Jeshua, ruler of Mizpah, repaired another section from a point facing the ascent of the armory as far as the angle of the wall. Next to him, Baruch, son of Zabai, zealously repaired another section from the angle to the entrance of the house of Eliashib to the high priest. Next to him, Merimith, son of Uriah, son of Hakaz, repaired another section from the entrance of Eliashib's house to the end of it. The repairs next to him were made by priests from the surrounding region. Beyond them, Benjamin and Hashab made repairs in front of their house, and next to them, Azariah, son of Messiah, and the Ananiah made repairs beside his house. Next to him, Benui, son of Henadad, repaired another section from Azariah's house to the angle and the corner, and Paul, son of Uzai, worked opposite the angle and tower projecting excuse me, from the upper palace near the court of the guard. Next to him, Pedaiah, son of Parosh, and the temple servants living in the hill of Ophel made repairs up to a point opposite the water gate toward the east and projecting tower next to them. The men of Tekoa repaired another section from the great projecting tower to the wall of Ophel above the horse gate. The priests made repairs, each in front of his own house. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, this is boring. Gotta say, this is boring. To the Jews, no disrespect, but I just can't get excited reading this stuff. Okay, verse 29. Next to them, Zadok, son of Immer, made repairs opposite his house. Next to him, Shemaiah, son of Shechaniah, guard of the east gate made repairs next to him. Hananiah, son of Shelemiah, and Hanan, sixth son of Zalaph, repaired another section next to them. Meshullam, son of Berechiah, made repairs opposite his living quarters. Next to him, Melchijah, one of the goldsmiths, made repairs as far as the house of the temple servants and the merchants opposite the inspection gate, and as far as the room above the corner. And between the room above the corner and the sheep gate, the goldsmiths and merchants made repairs. Alrighty. Now we get excuse me, to the opposition. And before I go any further, I want to say something about the title of this video. Opposition apparently makes a good story. It can. I mean, that's what most movies are based on, is opposition. I mean, that's what makes movies exciting. You don't have any opposition, you don't really have a good movie, now do you? The problem is, and it could just be a translation problem. It's just rehashed in a very boring way here. And like I said, it could be a translation problem. I speak a little French and a little German. English is my first language. And gotta say, yeah, there are problems translating between languages. That's just how things are. And don't know a lick of Hebrew, but very well could be a translation problem. But the next thing I wanted to say is excuse me. Next thing I wanted to say is this could have been the pinnacle of story writing in this day and age. Who knows? So, if so, then not really their fault. Just, you know, difference in ages between when this was written and now. All right, chapter 4. When Sanballat heard that we were rebuilding the wall, he became angry and was greatly incensed. He ridiculed the Jews in presence of his associates and the army of Samaria. He said, "What are those feeble Jews doing? Will they restore their wall? Will they offer sacrifices? Will they finish in a day? Can they bring the stones back to life from those heaps of rubble, burned as they are?" Tobiah the Ammonite, who was at his side, said, "What they are building, even a fox climbing up on it would break down their wall of stones. Hear us, our God, for we are despised. Turn their insults back on their own heads." Okay, this is really confusing. So, in verse 4, um, it's the Jews speaking. So it goes back and forth, and I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. So this is the Jews. "Hear us, our God, we are despised. Turn their insults back on their own heads. Give them over as plunder in a land of captivity. Do not cover up their guilt or blot out their sins from your sight, for they have thrown insults in the face of the builders." So we rebuilt the wall till all of it reached half its height, for the people worked with all their heart. But when Sanballat, Tobiah, and the Arabs, the Ammonites, and the people of Ashdod heard that the repairs of Jerusalem's walls had gone ahead and that the gaps were being closed, they were very angry. They all plotted together to come and fight against Jerusalem. Excuse me. and stir up trouble against it, but we prayed to our God and posted a guard day and night to meet this threat. Question. If they thought that praying to their God would do something, why post guards? I mean, really. If they really trusted the Lord their God, then guards would be useless, right? Just a thought. Um, Verse 10, meanwhile, the people in Judah said, the strength of the laborers is giving out, and there is so much rubble that we cannot rebuild the wall. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting tired again, even though I been sleeping almost all day. Anyway, moving on. Verse 11. Also our enemies said, before they know it or see us, we will be right there among them, and will kill them and put an end to their work. Then the Jews who lived near them and came and told us 10 times over, wherever you turn, they will attack us. Therefore, I stationed some of the people behind the lowest points of the wall at the exposed places, posted them by families with swords, spears, and bows. After I looked things over, I stood up and said to the nobles and the officials of the people, don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord who is great and awesome, and fight for your families and sons and daughters, wives, and your homes. When our enemies heard that, we were aware of their plot and that God had frustrated it. We had all returned to the wall, each to our own work. From that day on, half my men did the work, while the other half were equipped with spears, shields, bows, and armor. And the officers posted themselves behind all the people of Judah who were building the wall. Those who carried materials did their work with one hand and held a weapon in the other, and each of the builders wore his sword at his side as he worked. But the man who sounded the trumpet stayed with me. Then I said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, the work is extensive and spread out, and we are widely separated from each other along the wall. Wherever you hear the sound of the trumpet, join us there. Our God will fight for us. Again, if your God will fight for you, why do you need to fight? And why do you need to set up guard? Doesn't make any sense. Verse 21. So we continued to work with half the men holding spears from the first light of dawn until the stars came out. At that time, I also said to the people, have every man and his helper stay inside Jerusalem at night, so they can serve us as guards by night and as workers by day. Neither I nor my brothers, nor my men, nor the guards with me took off our clothes. Each had his weapon, even when he went for the water. Okay. So that is it. And pretty good darn thing too, because I'm about to fall asleep. Like I said, I've been sick. What do you want? Um, so anyway, leave a like on this video, leave comments down below, yada yada yada. Um, if you like this channel and you like what I do and you want to see me continue, consider becoming a member of this channel. You can become a member for as low as 99 cents a month. You get cool custom emojis, and you also get debunks early. Speaking of debunks, my next debunk will be out tomorrow for members and Tuesday for the rest of you. And I will see you guys later. Hopefully, I will feel well enough to do something tomorrow. Who knows? Just playing it by ear right now. So, anyway, um, you guys have a nice night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.